For this video demonstration, I'm going to show you how to use blending modes, which are super fun because they enable you to combine multiple photographs with each other a little bit more seamlessly and add almost like a filter or effect to them in doing so. So what you're going to want to do is you are going to want to make a copy of your background. And we are going to call this retouch as always. So if you need to adjust anything on your retouch layer um, with your art tools, go ahead and do that at this time. What we need to do is we need to actually, once we're done with our retouch, we need to make a copy of that by dragging and dropping down to the new page icon. And let's go ahead and call this blending modes. Okay, and we'll just experiment. So in order for you to be able to see a blending mode and you have just one photograph, you have to actually move the image. So you can do this by rotating it, you can do this by flipping it, you can do this by just moving it with the move tool. So I can move the image around with the move tool. Okay. I can go up to edit, transform, and flip it horizontally. Or I can go up to edit, transform, and flip it vertically. Or I can click Command T on my keyboard and resize it just to maybe make it a little bit bigger. Okay? So those are a couple of things that you're going to need to do before you start to apply the blending mode. So why I say that is because what you do is you actually come over here to the drop-down menu where the blending modes are located, and you can start to experiment with each of these modes. So for some images, they're not going to have an immediate effect, but for others, they will. So this is the effect that happens when I apply the darken blending mode to this layer and it combines with the retouch below. Multiply, color burn, linear burn, darker color, lighten, screen, color dodge. So it has all of these really interesting effects that really you'll just have to click through in order to see what the change is there. I'm going to go ahead and let's go to edit, transform, and flip horizontal and show you kind of what effect that has. That actually has sort of a mirror effect, which is kind of cool. And if you go up to edit, transform, and flip vertical, it actually creates this like symmetrical effect because it's combining the photograph upside down and horizontally, which is kind of interesting. So blending modes are really cool to use when you have two different photographs on one document, but you can also, by either rotating the image or by making it bigger and scaling it or by flipping it horizontally or vertically, you can combine your blending modes layer with your retouch layer and it will create these really cool effects by using blending modes.